Okay, getting straight into it here. Welcome to my first video. I go by Zero, so you can just call me that. I'm gonna be reviewing the new update today. Looks interesting so far. I'm excited to see the new building system. Right here, I'm just reading the update log. If you don't want to read the update log, as well just skip to 034. Sorry for the abrupt skip here. I went to run around my house. Anyways, at first glance, I like the new system, but it'll get some getting used to. I'm not sure about the new grid sizes TBH. I personally like the grid sizes at the bottom. And because most of the player base is kids, they might not understand the fractions. But everything in the top menu works normally, so nothing else to complain about there. Right here, I was just trying out everything to make sure everything worked as normal. Not much to explain here, so I'll mention something about the update log. In the update log, I saw that once you leave the game and come back, the items you placed will only drop 50% of its price, instead of continuing to drop over time, which is a huge win. And they added a feature so now adult beds can be used by babies and pets, which I'm super happy about. They also added a lock button for the menu, so when you need to buy a bunch of items, the item screen won't go back into its hidey hole. I haven't found this lock button yet, because I haven't looked for it. But if you do find it, make sure to tell people in the comments. Anyways, back to not yapping about the update log. I personally love the new UI. The only thing that I'm not sure about is that it takes up half of my screen. But I love that they added a free section, which you'll see me explore in a bit. The new UI is super useful though. It's a lot better than the old one. In terms of searching for items, it's a lot easier to find items now. This part is pretty boring, it's just me looking through all the items. One thing I can conclude is that they added a bunch of new items, but to me some of them do feel pretty rushed. But it's mostly just the hanging pants, dresses, and polos, otherwise everything is good. If you want to see the hanging garments, I was talking about skip to 304. But making babies and pets be able to sleep in parents' beds definitely opened up some options. But anyway, I noticed that some of the prices of items changed. For example, the pizza dough used to be $1 and now it's $450. That was quite sad when I noticed, because I used to use pizza dough regularly because it was so cheap. I'm probably going to cut most of this scrolling through all the items out, because there's nothing to explain or talk about, so if you see a skip, it's that. I did notice that there's new wallpapers. Personally, my favorite ones are the sparkly ones. I'll definitely be using those in the future. I did also notice players aren't happy about the update though. Most of them are happy because Adopt Me is adding new items. Let me expand on that. For example, washing machines. Adopt Me added washing machines and players used to make custom ones that costed over $100. But now that Adopt Me added washing machines that are per, say, $30, that tanks the value of their custom ones. Which I actually totally agree with them, because I do build so often it will tank my house's value. But I'm also happy that it'll be easier to build washing machines, and that players that don't build often will have an easy way to get a washing machine. Players are also mad that the UI takes up half the screen, which I did mention earlier, and that the old UI was easier to use because it was more compact. But I do like the new UI more because it has more surface area to click on things, and that will make it easier to see them as well. But that's all I have to say for now. What are your thoughts on the new update? Thanks for watching!